So hello everybody, we're here today with Neil from Shappy Handmade Papers in the Philippines. So we're live here in the UK and Neil is in the Philippines, and we're very happy that he's joined us to talk about some of the papers that are made at Shappy. One in particular, which is a water resistant fibre that Shappy have invented. So if you would like to introduce Shappy and to just give us a brief introduction to your organisation.
Yes, yeah. Well, of course. Hello, Helen. No? Mabuhay from the Philippines. Yeah, I'm Neil Francis Fisura. I'm from Salay Handmade Paper Industries, but right now it's Salay Handmade Products Industries Incorporated. We're actually a manufacturer and a converter of handmade paper using grass and fiber as the raw materials. Okay, Salay Handmade is a business which provides livelihood to the community in Salay, Misamis Oriental. That's in the Philippines, of course. And we do a lot of papers, no, from grass and fibers, and we convert them into greeting cards, boxes, journals, notebooks, packaging, bags, and etc. So there are around 200 people working for Salay Handmade, and most of them are women. And Salay Handmade also is a fair trader, promoting equality and good practices in business, you know, and gender equality also. So basically, Salay Handmade is providing livelihood and some sort of income to the people of Salay. Yeah.
And obviously, Salay is a registered member of the WFTO as well, which is fantastic because what that means is obviously all your products are certified as fair trade as well, which is really important for consumers to be able to get that guarantee. So we're just going to talk a little bit about the gutsy fibre in particular. So could you tell me, Neil, a little bit about gutsy fibre and what its key properties are?
All right. Actually, Gutsy Fiber is a brand of our handmade paper. It is a tear and wear resistant paper. It is also biodegradable. But most of all, it is made from grass and banana fibers, or we call that Manila hemp. Okay. Gutsy Fiber is a paper that simulates the look and feel of a leather. Okay. It is very strong. And aside from its robustness, it's also a tear-resistant paper. Sorry, water resistant. It's not waterproof, it's water resistant. And you can do a lot of things out from that strong paper, the Gutsy Fiber. You can make, say, wallets, backpacks, slippers, pouches, and anything because it's very strong. So the good thing with the Gutsy Fiber is that it's not recycled, okay? It's not from tree. It's a paper from grass. It's paper from banana. Okay, yeah.
And the just from you saying that, actually, the grasses that it's made from, are they fast-growing, sustainable grasses that are common in your area of the world?
Right. Actually, the grass that we're using is called Kogon grass. That's the #1 enemy of the farmers here because they are just like weeds, you know. They just grow very fast, and the farmers are really mad at it because they grow very fast, of course. So they have to get rid of it. So, of course, so we tried that particular grass in paper making. So, and the result is good. But we have to mix some very strong fibers also, like abaca or Manila hemp, to make the paper stronger. So yes, the grass is really bad for the environment. It's good for paper.
That's fantastic. So we're doing the farmers a favour at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're really interested in the water resistant aspect of the fibre, and I just wondered sort of how water resistant is it? What kind of testing have you been able to do over there in order to discover really that it was water resistant?
Yeah, we didn't conduct actually a formal laboratory test of the paper because the nearest laboratory here is, I think, in India. And so we just conducted our own in-house test. So we tried to spray the paper for 2 minutes, okay, with a sprinkler. And then it came out that it resists, absorbing water, from the other side. And then we also conducted a test by, we let the paper float in the bucket and then overnight. And then the following day, it didn't absorb some water. So that was the discovery that, well, I think this paper has some potential, aside from being strong, it's also water resistant. So, but we are really still in the process of finding really what are the applications for it. I know there are plenty of potentials, but we have to be very careful also.
Yeah.
And how to apply those ones. Yes.
Yes. And that's something obviously we've been discussing is what the potential might be, and it's great to learn a bit more about what you've been able to do at that end in terms of testing. I'm just going to move on to my last question, which is the print qualities of the paper. I actually was very kindly, when I visited you, I remember you gave me a wallet that had been made from it, and it had this beautiful design printed on it, and it travelled the world with me for quite some time after I visited you, and I've still got it. The print qualities were what really inspired me and surprised me. So could you tell me a little bit more about what people can do in terms of print, how many colours, what the process is that you go through when printing on the gutsy fibre?
Right. Yes. The gutsy fiber is just like a regular paper that you can print on any office printer, But in here, in our shop, we have a special kind of printer that can print large formats, and can print around 100 paper up to 300 GSM also. So with that kind of printer, that printer, the ink that we use is a non-bleeding ink. Meaning, if it gets in contact with any liquids, it won't bleed.
Right.
So even if you soak that into water, the print would still be there. So the potential is really great, and you don't have to worry about printing because we can print in any colors, CMYK, full bleed, full colors, in A3 size or even bigger. Yes.
And am I right in thinking as well, I know we've briefly kind of discussed embossing and hot foiling is a new thing that's happening for Shappy. Would you be able to do those things with the gutsy fibre as well?
Yes, of course. Because, as I have said, the gutsy paper is just like an ordinary paper, but yet it's very strong, So you can do foil printing, you can do embossing, you can do hat stamping and silk screen or whatever. You can put that in any ordinary printer. The gutsy fiber is very friendly in terms of prints, and it can adapt also.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for all that information. It's something that we're very interested in terms of trying to promote ethical packaging methods, and we hope to be able to work with you in the future on that sort of thing.